The last thing I remember being said to me from the officer in the vehicle was, "This is the beginning of 2020. Wallahi." Then I noticed a gentleman standing to my left was hit by one of the security operatives standing there. I was trying to understand what was going on when another officer dressed in black, who I have gone ahead to identify as Mohammed Sule, the son of the late Nantonna, and an operative of the national security apparatus who was on operation that day, assaulted me. He hit me the first time. And I approached him back and asked him, "Why are you hitting me? What is my offense?" And he hit me a second time. There were uniformed police officers on the scene. Their only intervention was to pick up a mobile phone of the national security operative that had fallen down, and not to protect me, a citizen, an armed citizen of the Republic of Ghana. While this was going on, from the corner of my eye, I noticed second national security operative, this time dressed in black, the black top and the khaki trouser, and wearing a bulletproof vest. He was also masked. Jump and hit me from the side in the neck. So when I hear testimony that suggests that I was assaulted by one man, my lords, the evidence and video, your video you showed, contradicts that position. At least 2 officers from the national security assaulted me. At this point in time, I had to make a split-second decision. Kneel down there and say my last prayers, or take flight. I chose the latter. I took flight. I ran for my dear life as fast as my legs could carry my bulky frame. In running, I heard gunshots again. In all honesty and sincerity, my conclusion was, those shots that were being fired at me. So I was running in a straight line when I heard the shots. Maybe I've watched one movie too many. I realized that I shouldn't run in a straight line. So I took a detour instead of running straight. That took me into the building that housed the polling station, the 3-story building. When I ran into that building, I ran into a room on the ground floor. When I entered there, I saw a man who was hiding in that room also, wearing a City FM reporter's jacket. I saw an EC officer, and I saw the ballot box inside that room, because polling had ended. With the violence going on at the station, the EC officer had carried the ballot box and ran into that room. From that room, I saw some recordings being taken of what was going on outside in the park. At this point in time, it appeared to be a free-for-all, beat anyone you can see. People who were there, who were onlookers, people who were probably coming to vote, anybody who was present, who was not attired like them, was assaulted. Then I saw a team, some of the armed marksmen, heading towards the building. I was on the ground floor. I decided to run to the top of the building. When I ran to the top of the building, I noticed that the men were shouting my name and checking the offices on the ground floor, or the rooms on the ground floor. It appeared to be a search for me. At this point, I picked out my phone and did a Facebook post. It could be the last post I may have made if those men had laid hands on me, and said, I have been assaulted and I've been shot at, and this is what is happening at Bawaleshie. In no time after my post was done, with the men on the second floor at the time. They halted the search. Alighted, descended the building, went into their vehicles, and they started leaving the place. I stayed in that building for about another 10 minutes to be sure that the coast was clear before I descended.